Hey everybody, it's AJ and I have Kayla Vincent from Young Adult Ministry, and we are here today to just chat with you because, you know, we're all kind of just hanging out at home. So, Kayla, tell me what you were doing before all this happened. Where are you a student? Where you were working? Give me the scoop. Give everyone the scoop.
Um, I'm a student at HCC, so I was in the middle of my spring semester, like right before midterms, and I work at First Baptist, so was working and just hanging out with friends and family.
And going to school. So
Yeah.
how was the transition for you when everything had to go from being on campus at HCC to being online?
Um, it was a struggle at first because I signed up to be on campus, and then switching from on campus to online was a big change, but it didn't really affect me a whole lot.
Okay. And are you almost done with school or is it finals? Like when is HCC finishing up their spring semester?
We finished May 11th.
Okay.
So about 2.5, 3 weeks.
And they're still doing like final exams online and everything else?
The majority of my professors.
How have your professors been during this time? Have some have been like really cool and flexible, or some have just been like little making it more difficult, because
Yeah,
college is difficult as it is already, so how have they been, or majority of
3 out of my 4 professors have been pretty lenient and have
them?
been really understanding. My English professor, not so much.
Right. Well, that's
So,
okay. Something about professors in English, they just, they has to be right, has to be doing it. So work, how often were you working? Are you still working now, or what were you doing before?
I was working 4 days a week and I work with the 1-year-olds. So I definitely miss my babies.
So
I
like
miss them a
a
lot.
mom's day out program type of thing, or like a preschool,
So
or what
I
was
did it was the aftercare for the academy. So First Baptist has their academy, which is their private school. And then after it was the extended care. So I got to do the extended care and switch with the teachers. So I got them for the rest of the day. And so we got to hear about like what they learned and, do more activities and go outside. So I definitely miss having my rambunctious little ones.
right? They keep you on your toes for sure, don't they?
Hmm.
And now you have to keep yourself on your toes. So what is like one thing that you have learned, or, well, how are you staying connected? How about that? Through young adults. Tell people what we do every Sunday.
We do Zooms on Sunday mornings at 11. And so we all log on, and the majority of us from Young Adult are on there. We watch a video and we have discussions, but it's nice to see how like everybody is spending their safer at home time.
Right. It gives us an opportunity to just connect and laugh and, get in the word and stuff like that. So what have you learned during this time? I mean, we still have like a whole month, still of kind of laying low or whatever, the governor says, but what is something that you've learned from all this, Kayla?
Um, Patience
Mm-hmm.
is a virtue because with everything going on, you definitely have to be patient. And I've learned patience with work, but being away and, wanting to do things and not being allowed to is definitely very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely learning to be patient and just kind of understanding and, be there for other people because it's definitely hard.
I don't think there's anyone that would doubt that at all, for sure, because everybody's been having to deal with that. But it stretches you. It stretches you, and you know that, patience is a virtue. God, what is it? Sit, be still, and know, and I'm God. Okay, we're waiting, and we're still waiting, and we trust you. And, you know, it'll all work out. And then, so once this is over, whenever that is, what is the one thing that Kayla Vincent wants to do when social distancing is like, it's good, you're good to go? What is the one thing you're gonna do?
Um, I want to see my boyfriend. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but
No,
I really do.
there's nothing
He
crazy about
definitely
that.
has changed my life. I want to see my coworkers. I miss my coworkers a lot. I miss my kids at work, and I miss just my family in general. Like not being able to see grandparents or cousins is really hard. So to see all
It's
the people
almost just
close
get
to
back
me.
to your routine, right? Like who, what you
Yeah.
have to do, school and seeing your boyfriend and friends and your family and your grandparents and stuff like that. So how have things been at the Vincent household? You're in college
Um,
and your sister's in high school. Like, how have y'all been balancing things and doing things?
we've been balancing pretty well. I'm the kind of person that gets up early in the morning and works on their schoolwork, and Lauren gets up at a decent time and goes on a bike ride. But I definitely noticed her being a sophomore in high school, she has a lot more of a workload than I do. She's up later, she's working longer days on her schoolwork. So I know that's definitely rough for her.
Sure. It's been different for everybody, for everybody. Um, the next question I have for you is, Kayla, after HCC, where do you plan on going and what do you plan on studying?
I plan on transferring to USF Go Bulls.
Well,
So I plan on transferring to study something in the medical field. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm working on my AA right now towards medical sciences so I can pursue something in the medical field.
sweet. And what is one thing now, Kayla, with everyone having to be, stay at home, it's safe. What is the one thing when you just need to, like, I got to get out of the house? What is one thing that you go do? Like to take a break from your schoolwork or to just take, because we're all just living in our house right now and missing so much. And like you've already said, you've learned to be patient and stuff like that. But what is the one thing you do to just, vent or let loose or anything? You know what I mean?
I go outside and swim or work out because I feel like I can just get all of my anxieties and just tension out, or I jump on the trampoline. And sometimes if it's not hot, I take the dog on a walk.
Okay. So is there anything in particular stressing you out right now? Or you've just created your routine and that's what you do when you need to take a break?
I think it's just like school is working on it all day, and then in the back of my mind, thinking about all the people that I want to see. And so it's just like it all piles on top.
Right. And then you have to go take a swim. You're lucky you could go take a swim. I miss swimming in your pool. So if you, well, obviously you just graduated from high school last year. This is your first year in college. Um, you know, obviously these 2020 seniors don't, no traditional ways of graduation right now. And, there's nothing they can do about that. But if you could give advice to anyone, whether they're going to HCC or away, like to a senior going into college as a freshman next year, what would you give? What advice would you give them? What would you say to Cam or Emmy or anybody else?
Um, I would say take all of the memories and just reminisce and just take time right now and really just, I don't really know, but
No, like
I don't know. It's let's take advantage of like the situation and like make the best of it. Like I know it's really hard, but I know a lot of schools are doing like virtual spirit weeks, like do the spirit weeks and really like get connected with your school and like find ways like send letters to your friends, like senior letters and just like bring everybody up. Like
no, that's great advice. There's no wrong advice during a time like this because it's not easy for any of us, for sure. So, do you have any also for these graduating seniors that'll be joining young adult ministry? You've done it for a year. What do you think about that? Still having that connection at church? Oh, after that, I'm sorry, but you also are part of the worship team and everyone sees you at 9:30 service. So tell us about the connection you have and what's that been like for you?
it's definitely an enjoyable time. I miss it right now. I've had a couple Wednesdays that I've gotten to go in and tape and then watch them on Sunday mornings. So that was definitely fun that I got to stay connected. But for a little bit, we're taking a break on some people because there's a lot there. And they just want to
Mm,
social distance more than we already are. Um, I enjoy it. I get connected to a lot of people, a lot of older people that have been there for a long time. So learning about like the ways of the church years ago and just like learning new things and just being connected to a big group overall.
mm-hmm. It's part of the church. Part of the church. So what about, I'm sorry, I kind of went off, it's a little spacey there for a minute. What about any of our high schoolers that are at New Hope and come into young adult, what would you have to say? Because you were a first year, you just finished your first year. Tell them. Tell them how much fun you
Um,
have, Kayla.
jump jump right in. I graduated June 1st, and by June 3rd, I was already like, bye youth. And I I just went up to young adult, and
Yeah.
I was the only like senior or first graduate. And it was a lot of fun. So
And
definitely jump in.
slowly other people started coming because you started
Yeah,
inviting other people and stuff like that. So,
jump in and stay connected. Don't stop. Like, even though like you're going to college, or some of you may be going away to another university, like stay connected with phone calls
yeah.
and emails and Zoom.
And Zoom, now I'll always use Zoom, especially for those that will be going away. Well, Kayla, I adore you. And I thank you so much for sharing your time and your talents on the worship team and being a great part of young adult ministry. This time has definitely made us learn a lot about patience. That was a great word, because we do have a way that we like things to go, and then sometimes it just doesn't go our way. So I adore you, and I'm always glad that you're promoting our young adult ministry. And this is for anybody else out there that has a college student or anybody that you know that they don't have to attend New Hope, because we're doing it all via Zoom. So we encourage anyone to join, and they can reach me at aj@findnewhope.com. And we want y'all to have a beautiful, blessed day. And we look forward to being all together someday soon. Kayla, thank you so much. Heart, heart. Love you, Chickie. All right.
Bye.
Talk to you later, beauty.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.